How you doing, people? Random here. So tonight we're going to mess around with the... Here, it's a little bit off. There we go. Tonight we're going to play around with this Kasp 109070. Mess with it a bit. Haven't gotten too far, and I realized I had issues with my pick. So I went out to the shop and I built a couple. I don't even know if I should use that stand tonight. It's just, I think the lock's bigger than the stand, so we will probably just do this in the hand. It's not too shiny. There we go. So I went out and made a couple picks tonight. We're gonna see how those work. And I have one more here somewhere. Oh, there it is. And we'll see if we can get this sucker open. Oh yeah. That's right, that tension wrench doesn't work. Let's try that one. It's got a Yale style keyway. This is definitely the biggest lock that I own in my collection. Well, it's pretty, I shouldn't say the largest, it's definitely a really close second to the S&G Environmental. This one's heavier, it's thicker, but the S&G is just a little taller. So this is what I made here. It's just a medium hook, but this one has, I'm not sure if you can see it, it just has a little bit of bend in it. Just a hair, just so I can keep it, get it around that warding. And all I did was stick the whole pick in the vise through here and then just lightly tap the edge over. So hopefully that gives you the advantage I am looking for. Okay. I might have made it too long though, we'll see. Looks like pin 3, pin 4. Come back out, see if we can get this pin 1 now. No, nothing on pin 1. Got a full set on something. That's pin 2. Nothing on pin 3. Nothing on pin 4. Pin 5 had a spool. I did get that out of it. I'm just trying to hit pin 6. Nothing on pin 6. Let's see, did I lose pin 1? Pin 1's not setting. Let's try pin 2, pin 3. Go back to pin 4. It feels like it slipped down. Made this at a 20 thou, but as best as I could make it out of. I might have overset pin 2. There's another warding a little higher, but due to the bitting on this key, I am unable to get around it. I'm stuck on something there. That helped me out on the beginning at all. Nope. Oh yeah, I might have made it just a hair too long. See if a pin 1 is going to set for me. No, oh maybe. I think I got pin 1 finally. Pin 2 felt like it slipped back down. Pin 3 got a click out of him. Pin 5, then another click out of him. Ah, bent it. Yeah, we're pushing pretty hard. It's definitely a tight keyway. Oh, then pin 1 slipped back down. let's try resetting that. We will get you open. Really like to be able to get this 20 thou in here, but I don't think it's gonna let me. Yeah, I'm hitting the warding on that one too much. What else are we gonna try? I'm gonna try the hockey stick and see what that does for me. Let's straighten it out a little bit first. Hockey stick might work actually. Make sure that I'm gonna give that a good rake. Since there is no spring tension on the back of this lock, I think the ball bearings strictly are driven by the cam on the lock. So there's nothing to give me any counter feedback really. Pin 1. Okay, now pin 4. Still feel like I'm not getting where I should. Almost need a longer reach on that. Let's try the SDS Medium by Sparrows. Let's see if that helps me. I feel like I didn't reset those pins. Do that one more time. Okay. We're going to start at pin 1 again. Well, got some good tension on him now. There's pin 1. Little click at a pin 2. Click at a pin 3. I feel like pin 6 really isn't. Oh, there's pin 6. Pin 2 and 3 are springy. There's another one at a pin 4. Go back and start at the beginning, make sure it feels like pin 1 slipped down again, probably when I set pin 4. Yeah, it did. I just got a click out of that. I'm going to try pin 2's definitely ready for some action now. Click at a pin 2, but I felt like I lost my counter set, or false set. Let me go back to pin 1 and see what's happening here. He didn't change much. Another one at a pin 6. Another pin 5. Pin 4 is solid. No counter rotation feedback on anything. Make sure pin 1 is set. It's hiding behind that tension wrench. Oh, there we go. Got our false set back. On pin 1, it feels like I got a spool here. Feels like there we go. Awesome. I got her open. Marathon pick. That's cool. Hey. I enjoy a good marathon pick. So let's see what is inside this. That's awesome. Gotta love it when you've been working on a lock and actually take the time to, well, that is in there. You actually take the time to make picks and find what's gonna work, and yeah, and it finally does. How you get this plate out of there. Okay, so your bottom plate's stuck. take your screw you took out. I'm gonna guess what I usually do on some of the American one, not the Americans, but the, I guess, yeah, some of the Americans, it happens on them too, is I stick that screw back in there, I stick this on the end, and I just give it a little whap, and it usually should slide right out. They're gonna make a fool out of me. Well, all else fails. Well, we'll grab that later. 1, 2, 3. Okay, move very, very, very slowly, because I see little pins here. Okay, these 2 little pins, I'm guess, going in here. This is a half euro, so basically the back side of a euro lock. And these 2 little pins are in there. So let me just clear my pinning tray. Nothing on there I need. Let me get some stuff out of the way for you guys and girls. There's the cam out of the inside. And grab my pinning tweezers, and we'll pick up these little pins first. Get these out of the way. There we are. And put all our stuff on there. So yeah, no spring, nothing. It just slides in the bottom like that. You stick your half euro in. This plate is highly impressive, actually. That's made out of steel, and with that drilling plate on the back, as soon as you stick a drill bit on there, it would snap off those 2 pins, and it would just sit there and rotate forever. So you're not getting inside this easy at all. So let's lock this up, because I do have a key here. Okay, there's that, there's that, and not turning. Oh, there we go. Let's try backing it up a little bit, because it looks like, I'm guessing you got to count for that plate there. So let's get the proper follower. Guessing it's one of these. Let's try this one. That one right there. Now, never had a euro part, so let me just make sure that nothing funky is going to happen. I'm going to do it that way. Nice and slow. Okay, it all came out without any major destruction. We'll pull the key out and we'll check out our pins. What's down here? Pin 1 is a standard, pin 2 is a standard, standard on 3, standard on 4, standard on 5, standard on 6. Turn those around. Let's see what is inside the Bible. Okay. Pin 1 is a spool with just the lightest serrations on it. Sorry, not spool, serrated. And pin 2 is a spool. Pin 3 is a spool. I'm going to guess serrated spool, 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 spool. So let's see. Another spool. Another spool. Right in my hand. Another spool. So let's, gotta say, it's pinned up a lot like a master lock. I just did this one last night, and I didn't make a video on it because I've done a video on the Pro Series before, and I got it with a with no key, and when I picked it open, which didn't take long at all, the exact same setup as this. So what made this 9 minutes to get into? Let me just look on the inside. Yeah, steel springs, don't see any threading or nothing like that. And where is the rest of the, right, there we go. Yeah, no counter milling, no threading. What made this difficult, for me at least, was pin 2 and 3. Pin 2 or 3 were very low, hard to get under. Pin 4 was hiding up behind it, and being a spool, it came into effect. And then 5 came into effect. 6 didn't really. I just only it must have been just sitting on the edge. To make this better, I'd probably like to see some serrated on the bottom. I'd like to see the spool be a little thinner, so it'll catch a little better. And that's really about all you could do to this. I know Lockpicking Lawyer went ahead and he put a multi-lock core in his. I'd like to see how that would work in this, and what he had to do to the anti-drill plate to make it fit. But either way, that is the Kasp 19070. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers, and everybody who subscribed recently, and hopefully I make this entertaining enough for you. Take care and support your local locksmith.